Hi lovelies, I'm back! Did you miss me? Because I missed you! Now as requested, I'll be showing you guys how to create this sultry spring look inspired by Kylie Jenner. If you like the warm peachy radiant flush mixed with a hint of smoky sultriness, then this is a look for you. For selfie-ready skin, I'm using my NUDE photography fluid. Now thanks to the nanotechnology, it blurs out fine lines and large pores because it refracts light in a million directions. The warm undertone will also give me a healthy glowy complexion in a flash. Get it? Flash. Photography fluid. No? Oh, never mind. Springtime, why you gotta come with allergies? As if my dark circles aren't bad enough, right? But it's okay, concealer and I, best friends for life. Now as you can see, I'm dotting the concealer on my orbital bone and I'm extending all the way up to my temples. And then with a dense brush, I'm just simply patting away. So you don't want to swipe because it will just end up moving the concealer around. Think about all the beautiful things that spring brings, like mucus. Lots of mucus. Now thanks to the photography fluid, I really don't need a lot of foundation, so one pump is enough. And since it's a pretty hydrating formula, I can dab it all over the key areas of my face that need coverage. And then with my blending brush, I just buff and blend away. Now as you can see, my face is actually paler than the rest of my body. So in this case, I pick a foundation that matches the skin tone of my neck. By the way, I apologize if I sound extra bunged up today. That's because I am in fact bunged up. Next up, take a translucent powder and set the foundation nicely in place. Now remember, you just want to remove the excess shine. You don't want to overdo it because this look is all about having glowy skin. So taking a warm shade that's about a few shades darker than my skin tone that's matte, I'm simply just popping it in the hollows of my cheeks in a diagonal motion. I'm just patting nicely in place and blending as I go along. And as you can see, it creates a nice shadow to give me a chiseled look. If it's easier for you, do the fishy face to help you guide where you should contour. Now once your cheekbones are popping, it's time to bring the contouring to the rest of the face. Now this means buffing the crescents, which is your hairline, and you want to blend into your temples, your jawline, underneath the chin, and down into the neck. With contouring comes highlights, so just taking the highlight powder, I'm popping this on my cheekbones, and I'm just moving upwards in a diagonal motion and up into my temples, kind of like a C shape. This will make my face appear more three-dimensional. Today I'm just using the One Set Brow Gel for my brows. I start by outlining the shape that I want, and then I fill in and simply blend out with a spoolie. So for today's look, I'm going to have them looking slightly stronger and darker. So now using this champagne cream eyeshadow, I'm going to prime my eyelids for a nice base for eyeshadow. With a light brown eyeshadow, I'm just starting in the outer edge and I'm simply just going to let it follow my eye socket. And this will help to contour my eye to make them appear deeper. Make sure the light brown you're using is matte or not too shimmery. And you also want to make sure that the lid area is free because this is when we take a nice shimmery champagne eyeshadow. And I'm just going to pop this in the lid area specifically. And you want to take a little bit more and you want to apply it in the inner corners. Now you can see instantly how it just makes my eyes pop by bringing it forward. Taking a light gold eyeshadow and popping it in the upper corners to bring more light into the eyes. Now with a golden beige eyeshadow, in my case I'm just using an eyeshadow stick. I'm just going to pop this on the lower corner and I'm going to extend it about halfway to even up the light. To make the eyes extra sultry with depth, I'm going to take a darker brown eyeshadow and I'm just going to work in circular motions in the edge of my eye, slightly above my crease. And if you don't have a crease, you just want to pop it in your socket and just make tiny circle motions. For best results, you want to make sure your eyes are not closed and you're just staring directly at a mirror with your eyes nice and relaxed. Okay, so let's compare this eye with the other, and you can see this one has much more depth. Now taking the same shade but just a little amount, I'm going to very subtly apply on the lower lash line just to balance the eyes out. Make sure you don't make a solid line. It has to be as fuzzy and faded as possible. Especially if you don't have much lashes or if you're not going to be wearing false lashes, you want to take the darkest gel liner that you can find to tight line your upper lash line. This will make your lashes appear thicker. Today, I'm just going to be doing a rounded cat eye. So I start by making the eyes appear round by starting in the center and working to the edge. And while I move out into the edge, it starts to get thick. With the inner corner, I'm making it thicker than I normally would. And then with the flick, I'm simply just extending outwards and then sharpening into a triangle. With whatever is left over in my brush, I go ahead and line my lower lash line, and then as I reach about halfway, I extend it into the inner lash line to define the eyes. To finish off the look, simply just curl your lashes and apply mascara, but instead if you wish, you can go ahead and use falsies as well. I'm really loving this lip liner by Urban Decay. It's a perfect amount of nude, and come on, let's not act like this is not the best face to put on when we line and fill in our lips. If you're really into the Kylie lips, then this is quite a good drugstore dupe to get. Oh my goodness, MAC Spring Sheen is my ultimate spring blush because it makes you look as if you've been out hiking for like 2-3 hours. It's awesome. As you can see, it really complements the contoured face and the bronze eyes as well. Makeup done, hair done, and now I'm ready to rock and roll. This look will look great on anybody. It's a perfect balance of looking warm, healthy, but glam, all at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and once again, I want to apologize for being MIA. Take care everyone. Mwah!